Hi, I'm Dr. Matthew Rowe with Upper Cervical Health Centers, and today I'm here with Kathy Bee, who works in our office. And at our office, we believe in integrative health, and she is a fabulous nutrition and lifestyle coach that's been helping our patients achieve optimal health. And we're here to pick her brain a little bit about health and wellness. Why do you think that obesity is becoming such an epidemic, Kathy?
Oh gosh, well it certainly is an epidemic. And I think there's a lot of reasons. There's not just one typical answer. But if you take a look at typical television commercial, it's all about getting more for your money, more food, more drink, more of things that make you fat. You go to a restaurant and there's always the all-you-can-eat buffet. The food comes in a big plate and we tend to finish everything that's on the plate. If you go back and you look at years ago, the typical soft drink was in a very small container, maybe 6 to 8 ounces, and now it's like a 32-ounce gulp, and people have become accustomed to that. So larger portions, the type of food, lifestyle habits. Do you remember, well you're awfully young, but I remember when I was growing up, nobody stayed inside and just watched television. That was almost like a punishment. And now kids and adults are inside, they're watching video games, they're watching television, they're not moving. So in my opinion, obesity is a culmination of a few things. It's eating habits, larger portions, and the types of foods. They're loaded with chemicals and artificial sweeteners, artificial things that just make you fat. It's lack of exercise. You don't see as many people outside exercising, especially kids. It's stress. We put more stress on ourselves with our work, our habits, and stress also causes the body to react in a way that you gain weight. And it's just simply not taking care of yourself the way that we should. So as you can see, it's something I'm very passionate about.
You can definitely see that.
But the thing is, obesity is preventable. And that's what I like to do, is work with our patients on teaching them things they can do to get back into a healthy body, a healthy mind. Eventually the weight starts coming off, the energy starts increasing, and you have a much healthier product.
That's a great answer. Let's go back to the commercials, the boxes. Shopping nowadays can be very confusing when you go to the grocery store.
It absolutely
They've got
can.
all the bright colors, all the pretty boxes. It seems like the least healthy foods right up front and on the bottom there. What are some things that people can look for that would be really easy to implement in their daily shopping? That way they can start making small steps towards getting healthy.
Well, that's a very good question, and that is something that I always bring up with our patients, is when you go to the grocery store, avoid being trapped by what you see on the front of a box, because the marketing people are brilliant and they love to market to the children or the person who's out there buying the products. The front of the package is always going to be what draws your attention. I say put on blinders, look at the back of it, and read the ingredient list. Not just the percentage of the carbs, proteins, and fats, but the part that describes what's actually in that product. If you start taking a close look, you'll realize that a lot of those boxes have ingredients that you can't even pronounce in a very long list. They're preservatives, artificial flavoring, artificial colors, things our bodies were not designed to handle. So look for things that you recognize as real, things that you might find in your own kitchen. Better yet, skip those aisles that have the packages all together and just do the perimeter of the store. That's where you're going to find your fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, your dairy products. Go low fat or no fat. You're going to find your yogurt, your healthier foods. And of course, you will need to go in the middle of the aisles now and then. Just be a smart shopper. Look for whole grain. Look for the amount of fiber. Look for words that you recognize as foods on the labels.
That's great. I know as a doctor, and we see patients every day, and it seems like the patients that we're seeing more and more are these chronic conditions, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, and all of these things are extremely, can be attributed to poor diet. Now, what if someone is trying to make these changes and they don't know where to start when it comes to exercise. What are some easy things that they can do to just jumpstart that exercise so that way they can start moving in the right direction?
I'm so glad you brought that up, because it's not just eating correctly. I mean, that's part of the puzzle, but exercise is the other part of it. And a lot of people say, well, I just don't have time to exercise, so they don't do anything. But exercise is just movement, and the best exercise is one that you will continuously do. So to start with, if you're sedentary, you sit at a desk or whatever, get up and start moving more. Go walk, fill your water glass, stretch, park your car further away. We always tend to look for that parking spot that's right there, and we feel like, yay, I got the prize, I got the closest parking spot. But start parking further away, or if you can walk to your destination or ride your bike, try that. What's a lot of fun is to put on one of those little pedometers. You know, the pedometer measures your steps, how many steps you take a day. The goal is to reach about 10,000 or more. So just do it the first day with your normal activity. See how many steps you take in a normal day, and then try to increase it with the goal of being 10,000. And that's a great way to start.
That's all great ideas. Now I have to touch on it. You mentioned that 5-letter word that everyone's so afraid of.
Uh-oh, 5-letter word? Okay.
And that's water.
Oh, okay.
One of the biggest things that we try to teach people is you have to increase your water.
Right.
But I always hear, I don't like water. What can I do with my water? Why do I need water? And why is water so important to our health?
Well, if you look at your brain, your body, your muscles, you're like 75% water. The body is designed to have water to keep your muscles from cramping, to keep your heart flowing correctly, to keep your brain functioning correctly. And we often don't think about hydrating ourselves. The general rule of thumb is half your body weight in ounces of water to just maintain that balance that you need. If you don't like the taste of water, you can certainly do things like put berries in it, put lemon in it. If you're so used to the sweetened beverages, you can even put maybe like a little stevia in your water to give it that sweeter flavor, and stevia is a natural sweetener. But once you start making a conscious effort of increasing your water intake, your body starts craving that water. You start feeling the wonderful benefits of being hydrated. You realize, you know what, these muscle cramps, these aches in my joints, they're gone, you know, because you're lubricating your body. Your fogginess that you attributed maybe to aging or stress, you start noticing that those symptoms are gone. And then you realize the benefits of water, and then it's so much easier to incorporate it into your diet.
Wow, that makes drinking water and trying to get that half your weight in ounces so much more attainable.
Right.
So, well, there you have it. You too can be healthy like Kathy Bee.